Take one. Ah! Hi, Linu! Say hi! Say hi. Apparently in vlogs you're supposed to show your pet. Ah! So first of all, I want to address a few things. You're probably going to hear it from my ex-colleagues in the coming few days, but here's what I have to say at least. But before that, let me just get this out of the way. I had already confirmed a job before the incident happened and planned to resign this week. You can rest easy. Thank you. The company had been in a downward spiral for a while now. We were good at making things look fun and fabulous. After all, that is our job. But most of us, if not all, had already been ready to leave. I won't waste time hurling spiteful allegations or alleging mistreatment. We were downcast, but we had a lot of perks, which is why I guess it took a lot of us a little longer to leave. The kind of job that most people dream about. It's hip, it's digital, it's social, and I guess this applies to a lot of tycoon/corporate funded media startups. The tendencies to sometimes be outright dishonest or intentionally deceptive were getting stronger. And for content creators who naturally get really invested and really involved in what we do, the morale could get really low when layoffs were constantly happening and priorities were constantly changing. Let me explain a bit more about what we content creators do. We don't just wear many hats, we wear all of them. And that's what builds such a solid feed and such a solid team. As a startup, we were at a place where we could afford risk. We gave ourselves no limits, so we learned beyond our roles, and as an agency we had to work our asses off at a really fast pace. And that was something that we weren't necessarily loud about, but our production lead time was insane and we got really good at what we do. And as a corporate, we were ultimately part of a big production development team. So at the end of the day, our audience, our viewers, they weren't always our first priority. Our investors and funders were. And these are people who may or may not fully understand and appreciate what we do. So we were in the business of creativity, persuasion, promotion, and reputation. And yet we were just never good enough. We were constantly reminded of how replaceable we were, how incompetent, how entitled we were, and we were always put at a position where we had to justify our roles. So what do you do? What do you have to be good at? What are you good at? We used to know the answer to these questions, and then came a time where we just didn't anymore. For what we're trained to do, and for what we're fucking great at doing, our ever-changing business model was nothing more than traditional corporatism. For those of you who saw what went down, we were rational at a time where we were supposedly irrational, because that move was the one move that made sense in the longest time. So I think it's important for all of you to know that this was a positive thing. My ex-colleagues, my incredible ex-colleagues, we're banking off the topic, we're capitalizing. But we are doing so in a way that I hope does bring about an important topic in today's labor market. What we do is not easy. I know everybody's curious, and I know that everybody was caught off guard, but that's what happened. And we're gonna keep going, so just stay tuned.